Oh yeah.
Give me a beer. Give me a beer. Last night was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I'm fucking drunk.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah.
Hey guys, Mike and Jay with We Watched a Movie here to review VHS 2. We streamed it online. It was
of course, I mean, you see the background looks like Punisher 3.
the Red
Frank Castle is ready. I wish. Yeah, VHS 2. Go ahead, Mike, bring it up.
When was Punisher 2 made, by the way?
Punisher Warzone?
That's not number 2.
Yeah, it was.
No.
Punisher 2 was Warzone.
You're a Punisher.
And that was...
You're punishing everyone by making them listening to you right now.
I'm going to punish your face.
VHS 2 is a sequel to VHS. If you've seen VHS, you know what it is. It's an anthology horror. There's only 4 horror shorts in this one. And what it is, it's a private investigator who's supposed to look for this kid, and they're kind of assholes.
Yeah.
This woman. They go to the house looking for this kid, and they find, they're supposed to record everything for whatever reason, and they find all these TVs set up, much like in the first one, and there's a bunch of VHS tapes laying around. So she pops them in, and each one has its different story.
It's kind of like an adult Are You Afraid of the Dark? They could easily put this on like HBO, Showtime, or something like that, and have it like a series. It's quirky, it's kind of got that whole like homemade feel to it, so it makes it work.
It does. It's true.
Thank you, Martha.
So we'll just do a little review of each single one. I mean, the first one is a story about this guy gets an eye implant, and it picks up like ghosts and shit, stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to see. So this one was probably, I'd say this one was the worst one.
It was kind of like jokey. I mean, it wasn't like, I wasn't scared by it at all. I mean, they had like ghost people in it. Like you could see ghosts through this guy's eye for his first point. FPS, first person shooter. First person point of view, you could see like all these ghosts, but they weren't like scary at all. They were like white makeup.
The makeup wasn't that great.
It was like, you know.
But I mean, I will give him credit there. I think that's the one directed by Adam Wingard. I will give it credit. It was funny. It had some funny parts.
Yeah, it was funny.
And I enjoyed it. It's not that there's nothing in this movie I hated. There was nothing like I hated. Like even if it wasn't scary or it didn't pull off the humor it was supposed to, they were still enjoyable to watch because you had these cool little effects. And if you didn't like it, I mean, if you're not like crazy into it, you don't have to watch it for 2 hours. It's 10, 15 minutes long. That's what I love about these horror anthologies. But he was like, you're right. I mean, the makeup on those people, the scary effects weren't that great, and it was just kind of ridiculous. The guy looked like the main guy, and it looked like Nick Swardson.
Like a thinner version.
Yeah, and his acting was pretty terrible.
Svenigans.
Yeah. He's like, all right, dude, this is coming out. I was like, oh, we forgot about titties.
Oh God! At the very beginning of the movie, there was like there's a boobish shot right in your face. Fuck it.
Wang alert.
Yeah.
There's a dong.
There is a little dong.
There's a dong.
Do not divert your eyes down here. Don't go. Because I know we say dong alert. People are like, what?
It's everyone's fear when they walk by hotel windows. Exactly what happens.
But you know, but when you say there's a dong alert in this, when you say dong alert, and then somebody's like, no, it's not, and you like watch it, and you're like, oh, he was telling the truth. Order away. It was just kind of comedic.
The sun just beamed down.
I know.
And we became brighter beings.
Oh my
Muscle? Yeah. The second one, it's like a take on a first-person zombie.
It was bad.
Like that's what it is. And that's what, if you saw our little clip in the beginning, that was our parody on that or whatever. But that was pretty damn cool.
That was fucking awesome.
There's some nasty. I was literally eating cheese puffs. Like I had cheese balls and I was literally eating them and I was like, I put it back in the bag and set it gross because I was done. There was no more.
Lucky for you, or lucky for me, I was eating Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it for you. I had like. They tasted weird anyway because I think they were kind of old, so I was kind of after the intestines that we were shown, I was done with it.
People don't care. Go to the grocery store.
Zombies, I won't give too much away, but they hit up like a picnic, and it's like, oh my god, that would be scary as shit.
That was bad.
Imagine if you were like with your family, like here, you know, and then some macaroni and cheese, and you're like, what the fuck?
And then
a
boom,
zombie.
Zombies in your face.
Yeah.
But you know, and the cool thing was is like they showed like a little bit of emotion from a zombie. Like you never like if you were a zombie
At the very end,
because it's
yeah.
like the first person point of view and you're the zombie and you
Yeah.
got bit and you're a zombie all of a sudden and you're like, you know, it's like you're trying to deal with your existence now.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool how
Pretty
they
neat.
how they did that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
so-
like that. That was cool. So I love the second
That was
one.
great.
That was badass. And then you got the third one, which takes like it follows like a crazy cult.
Yeah.
Like the people who
like Jim Jones kind of cult.
and there's a bunch of children there, and we can't give anything away on that one because
It's
it gives
really
everything
hard.
away. But it's like Cabin in the Woods, the gritty version, because like there's like 6 different horror genres thrown in here. It's like, oh my god, this is happening now. Oh my god, this is happening now. And you're right, it's not really scary. But at the same time, it is shocking. It's like, oh shit, that's happening. And I was sitting a few times because the gore or whatever. The gore's great, and the special effects are friggin' awesome for a found footage movie. But they're just throwing shit at you left and right. And at one point, I was sitting there going, oh shit. And that's what I love. If a horror movie can do that, I love it.
Other than the supernatural part of the story, that short story, that shit probably happens all the time. Like it's like drink the Kool-Aid because it's good.
Literally.
It has poison, but good. Kind of like Silent Hill. You see all these different like horror images like bombarding
The
you
sirens going
constantly.
off.
Yeah, the sirens.
Which is cool. It just adds. I loved it because I think it added a whole like pandemonium, like anarchy effect
did.
to it.
It added
Because you're
a-
sitting there and it's like, oh, so I know what this is. It's a cult story. I wonder what's gonna happen. And like, oh, that's happening. That's weird. And then that's happening. And then finally, you're like, what the fuck? Fourth one you go into is an alien abduction story.
That was pretty badass. I will say.
love me some aliens.
But if there was aliens out in the woods, if you're like camping out, hanging out, and these aliens decide to come and kidnap you,
Yeah.
it shows that from like the first person perspective.
Yeah.
And that was freaky.
They put a camera on the dog for some reason, and that was kind of annoying. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Because like wherever the dog moves is where you have to look. So I mean, and they used it effectively.
Well,
enough.
I guess they were going for that herky-jerky kind of camera feel.
Yeah,
But
but
they're
the
like, oh
aliens-
shit, you know, all this stuff's going on. The aliens are freaky as fuck.
badass. The aliens look badass, but I didn't get what their purpose was. I didn't get how they were trying to attack them because like this well I won't give it away, but they were just like pop up at random points, and you're like, why were you over
You know
there?
what? You know what? Actually,
Why were you in the kitchen cupboard? You're an alien.
what are you doing, alien man? Not as technologically advanced as them. Like
Yeah.
you're stupid humans.
There's-
They put you in an aquarium. They just want to see how you react. They're
Yeah.
poking you, prodding you, and see what you're gonna do.
True.
That's it.
Real talk.
Dennis Miller.
How long has that been off?
I don't know.
Overall, I liked VHS 2 a lot. I thought it was better than the first one. I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5 solid. 7.5.
I like it.
Do you guys like these first-person perspective kind of short films that they do? Do you
Yeah.
like that? Do you think they do it effectively, or do you think it's like not as well? It's not up to par. It's not where it should.
Yeah, like where do you think found footage is right now? I mean, I personally love, as far as horror goes, found footage is totally okay with me. I think
As long as I keep it original.
Yeah, as long as I keep doing new stuff
Yeah.
with it, you know.
Yeah.
So and then VHS 2 did that. So what do you guys think about that? Comment below. Let us know. I'm Mike. He's Jay. We'll see you next time.
Sexual fate.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.